What's up YouTube, we're back again, and today I'm going to shoot a quick video of what's in this bad boy right here. So a lot has changed since I last filmed one of these, and so I kind of like to do this, just show what's inside there. So yeah, let's start with the front compartment. I've got the pliers, tape measure in there, and then if you open this up, got my scale. It's a Bracknell MLF. I just kind of wanted the regular Bracknell, but that's all they had, so I picked one of these up. It's pretty accurate. Might get a Boca grip in the future just to see like how accurate it is. Moving on to the top compartment, this is all my soft plastics. I usually keep the bulk of my plastics in here. I got some Ned rig stuff, trailers. Really like those cutter craws so far. These X-Zone Swammers, Strike King Dream Shots. I don't really finesse. I've probably opened these like twice this year, but they're in there just in case. Gambler Big Easy swim baits. Really like these. The only thing I don't like about them is they warp really easily. You gotta boil them. So I have like 2 of them in my basement right now that are ready to be used, but I don't know what the hell. Got my spinner baits in here. I also have 2 like premium ones that I cut off rod just hanging behind me. SV3 and a V9. These are just kind of basic spinner baits. Got some Strike King ones, got a River to Sea bling in here, War Eagles, just basic stuff. I'm not really that big into spinner baits yet. Got some big stick baits. These are the Bass Pro ones. I got a steal on these, so got these for like $1 something, so I just picked them up. You guys know I like Yamamoto's. Got more Ned rigs, green pumpkin, and I got some Zacos, various colors for chatterbait trailers. I got some Yum Dingers in here, you guys know, and some Super Flukes. So you guys know that I like the Yamamoto's a lot better for my stick baits, but these things fall like half the speed, so if I'm on a bite where I'm fishing like really shallow or something and I want that bait to fall a little bit slower, that's when I'll switch to these. Or when I'm going through a lot of Yamamoto's, I'll switch to these. And I got my sun thing in here, and I got a multi-tool. That's pretty much it in there. It's empty. Moving on, go to the sides. This is where the rest of my plastic is stored. I got a big thing of big worms. These are my 10-inch power worms in here, and I've also got some old school salt craws and some lizards. So basically like all my big summer Texas rig stuff in that big bag. And then I've got all my paddle tails, like all my swim Senkos, speed worms. Just throw them all in there. And I got some craws. These are the Berkeley and Yamamoto Psycho Dad, even though those pinchers fall off so easily. I probably prefer the Berkeley over the Psycho Dad just because the Psycho Dad, the claws fall off so easily. But when you're doing this, I definitely recommend you snap one of the pinchers off, because bass are actually more likely to bite a crawfish with less pinchers. More flukes. These are the ones I use on the scroungers, which you're going to see here in a little bit. So that's that compartment. That's empty. Alright, this is where I keep a lot of my good stuff in the left-hand side. I got all my Senkos in there. I got a big bag of them. Reaction Innovations, beavers, and I also got a D-mom or 2 in there. Some Yamamoto creatures, and my scrubs, which I use in the winter time for jig trailers. And some these are actually like my go-to like Texas rig. Like if I'm throwing like a weighted Texas rig, it's like my go-to bait on there at the moment. It's just a rage bug. Man, there's always some like crap going on with this phone. Like whether it's the audio, which I'm sure is messed up. There's some like storage issues, so it just cuts out. But I'll just resume where I was. Got some grubs that I just never use. Well, I use them for small amounts sometimes, but that's about it. Got more rage bugs and more dream shots. And there's stuff shoved at the bottom of there. Got some double tail hula grubs. And that's it for that one. That's empty. Alright, now we get into the good stuff. This is like the main compartment. This is where all my hard baits go. Look in there. I got all my jigs in here. Just dirty jigs, everything basically. Swim jigs, football jigs, just the gamut in there. And then here's where I keep all my chatter baits in this other small box. All my jackhammers. I got 2 or 3 swim jigs in here though, but there's a Clearwater shad, 1 1/4 ounce monster, 3/4 ounce. Got all the sizes. Stealth blade that skirt fell off, so I just throw a Zac on there and it actually works really good. Tungsten jackhammer, was able to come by one of these, caught a 7 on it. And I got some random fire craws just sitting in here, both 3/8. These get pounded in the springtime, as you guys probably know. Marine pumpkin stealth blade. That's pretty much the end of that. There's a bird like 2 feet away from me. Alright, terminal. Keep all my main terminal in here. I'll just run through what's in here. Got some scroungers. And one of them just fell out. Scrounger lips, or whatever you want to call them. Those on a safety pin in there. All my weighted swim bait hooks. Like those Lake Fork. Really like those. Just change out that spring on them. You'll be fine. Keep some big, like EWGs. These are for what I throw those power worms on. And I've got underspins. These are blade runners, I believe. And I got a cool baits in there too. And then I got all my wobble heads. These are all Strike Kings for the most part. All 3/8 or a half most of the time. And then just got some random another wobble head, I don't even know what that is. I don't really use it. I just have it in there. Some spring lock hooks. I strongly recommend you guys try these. Like if you're throwing like Senkos or any delicate plastic that you tend to go through a lot of. You put these are the Gamakatsu spring locks, and you put a large size owner CPS, you'll get a lot more life out of your plastics, I can guarantee it. And it doesn't really affect the action as much, as far as I'm concerned. Got more spring locks in the next one. And I've got a bunch of drop shot hooks. Shaky, yeah, it's a mess. Moving up, got the Neko hooks. Mostly 1/0. Just a random spring. I don't want to take too much time on this, so I'm just going to fly through it here. Net heads, shaky heads. But I'll just resume where I left off anyway. Got some Okashiras in there, drop shot weights, bullet weights, punch weights, and heavier weights. Pre-rig Carolina rigs. Pre-rig, just random stuff like small swim baits, bobber stops, more bobber stops, spare skirts, weedless underspins, and just packaged stuff in the top. So that's pretty much that terminal tackle box. You guys can see that. Hopefully this camera didn't shut off again. I deleted like 15 apps, dude. Alright, now we get into my Topwater jerkbait box. Got all my whopper floppers in here. 130, 90. Got a couple of those. And I got the 75 in there somewhere. And just another 130. But Mega Bass Eye Loud and Jackal Pompadour and some more walking baits is pretty much what sums up that. Got all my Bass Pro eggs right here. Actually, I think I'm just gonna switch this. Stay tuned. Alright, so here's the better look at it. It's probably a better view anyway, but the camera might be a little bit shaky. So I got all my Bass Pro shallow runners. These are perfect for ponds. They only run about a foot, foot and a half. And then I have just more walking baits, an Arashi walking bait. Got my frogs in here, which are kind of limited at the moment. Planning on ordering some soon. Sprinkler frogs, popping frogs. Then I got my higher end Topwaters, kick knocker, shower blows, and a Pop Max. Gonna be adding a Rico to that very, very soon. Got more random poppers, random wake baits, and then I got all my jerk baits. It's probably worth more than a small fortune, honestly. Vision 110, Vision 110 FX, another Vision 110, another Vision 110, Vision 110, Vision 110 Junior, Ito Shiner, and I got the infamous classic winning color that GP Scene Reaction +1, Ito Natural +1, got some re-ranges, and a pointer 100. That's basically that box. Now, probably my favorite box is the Lipless box. This thing gets used in the springtime, but it kind of gets abandoned for the rest of the year. All my Lucky Crafts go in there. LV 500s, LV RTOs, stuff like that. All my red eye shads, shad color right there. Chartreuse red eye shads right there, and red eyes go in that compartment. I actually had to reorganize this thing because there was so much baits that I added to it in like a short period of time. Silent red eyes and blade baits. Just more red eyes. Or no, these are my one knockers. That's what that is. We got the booyahs in there. Then I got just some random. These are like just kind of random. Got a River to Sea, booyah. And then I've got more 6 Sense, Jackal. Just the gamut. This thing will not focus. This thing is just a complete pain, if you guys haven't been able to tell. Ruku shads, small red eyes, and then I got all my little tight wobbling stuff for the fall and winter months. So that's that box. Also, I keep all these in case I'm getting snagged a lot and I don't want to risk like higher end baits. All these are just cheap. They're Cordells, Rapalas, and rattle traps. Now I get into the main crankbait box. I've got some square bills. All my square bills, I got 8.0, 4.0, 2.5, and all my 1.5s are right here. Got way too many of those. This thing is just a pain, dude. I don't know what's wrong with this phone, but it's a complete pain. But anyway, all my 1.0s and DT4s in there. And I got all my 2.5s right here. These are all Strike King. These aren't Lucky Craft. Got all my deeper running crankbaits and oversized crankbaits. Got a Mega Bass Grenade, Mega Bass Big M 4.0. Just Lucky Strike in case I want a little bit wider of a wobble. Got Series 6, Series 5XDs, Strike King in both of those. So this is like my main crankbait box, basically. Alright, so got my last box here. This is all my higher end stuff. Got all my Arashis, got a Jabberjaw. Getting that axis as soon as I can to compare them. As people were saying, oh, 13 ripped off the axis or whatever. Mega Bass S crank, caught a few fish on that this spring. Or more Arashis. I think these are the rattling ones. I'll keep all of them separate. Some Arashi spin baits, just because I couldn't fit them in that jerkbait where I keep my jerkbaits. Some more random crankbaits. Jeez, what the heck is going on with this thing? So I got more shallow runners, and that's pretty much it. So here's one last look at everything. The jerkbaits, Topwaters. So yeah, that's pretty much everything that I got. And see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.